All right, everybody. The first playoff game of the 2025 NFL season, even though it's now 2026, is in the books, and it actually ended up being a lot of fun. It was actually a pretty darn good game, a lot better than I think a lot of people expected, including myself. I will admit that. And unfortunately, we were very, very close to starting things off with a division rival getting shockingly flushed out of the playoffs, but did not happen. Rams win 34-31 in Carolina, come up with a last-minute drive, scoring a touchdown with less than a minute left on the clock to keep their season alive. Carolina fights hard, fights probably above their weight class, but ultimately they fall. So I don't think it's a big mystery what this means for the Seattle Seahawks. It means they might play the Rams in the next round. All right, everybody, before we go any further into the video, I want to take a minute to tell you guys about a wonderful app called Sleeper, a one-stop shop for all your sports needs. You can celebrate and chat about sports in real time with other users. You can get all kinds of scores, sports news, and sports alerts with blazing fast speed. And of course, you can play in fantasy leagues and win real money on picks contests. So enjoy sports with other people in a community. Download the Sleeper app today, and remember to use the promo code SBN, that is SBN, for up to a $100 match on your first deposit. And they also have a free $20 entry right now, no deposit required, so pair those two up. Terms and conditions do apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states and growing. Check out the Sleeper app and have fun with sports this year. So, looking at this game, obviously, I think most of us wanted the Panthers to win, if for no other reason than that you don't want good things to happen to your division rival, generally speaking. If you can get a undesirable outcome for a division rival, you're typically going to root for it, but also because this Rams team, and I think this still applies to an extent, regardless of what we saw today, is the team that the Seahawks kind of don't want to be dealing with in the postseason because of matchups. And I do think there is something to that, and that is going to kind of contradict what I'm about to say. But two things can be true at the same time. It's possible that this Rams team is having some real problems on defense right now, and that there's still not a great matchup for the Seattle Seahawks. So 34-31, there's something pretty big looming here. It's yeah, that Rams defense, they are playing their worst football of the season here. So something's up. And they did get Quentin Lake back today. He was in their secondary, and he did not play particularly well. So maybe he just needs an extra game to get back into the swing of things. But I don't think he looked particularly good today overall. Honestly, that whole Rams secondary is in a very suspect state at the moment. Their cornerbacks very beat up. Kobe Durant's out there playing very lackluster football in my eye. I think that they're down, like Akella Witherspoon went down today, so they're down 3 guys, I think, because Josh Wallace is also hurt, and I believe they've got another injury in that secondary as well, so they've got big problems at that corner spot, and you saw it today. This Panthers team that really does not have much of a passing attack, they have one of the worst passing attacks in the NFL, was able to go toe-to-toe with them. They almost won this game on the strength of their passing attack. They had Bryce Young drop back to pass like 45 times in this game, and they almost got away with it. So, yeah, there's some real issues going on with this Rams defense at the moment. And what I will say is this. Matchups are one thing. Matchups matter. Matchups are an important consideration. But realistically, watching that game today, looking at what the Panthers did to the Rams defense, we as Seahawks fans just need to accept something here. The Seahawks, if they get this matchup against the Rams, need to be able to win the game with their offense. And if they don't deserve to go on to the Super Bowl or the NFC title game or whatever. Like, this is a bad Rams defense right now, and it's been bad for a little while. It wasn't just today. They had problems against Atlanta. They had problems against Seattle the last time we played. They even had some issues against Arizona for a bit. It got away from Arizona at the end. But this is a defense that's been having... They give up 24 points to Carolina. in Carolina like a month and a half ago. So there's some real issues here. They gave up, I think, 34 points to Detroit. It's not a good defense right now, and matchups being what they are, I understand that it's not that simple, but when the defense is this bad, you need to make it that simple. If Bryce Young can go against this defense and put up 31 points, and this Panthers offense, which is, I want to stress this again, one of the worst defenses in football, you shouldn't have anything to fear if you're really a great team. And this team that won 14-3, that went 14-3 during the regular season, should feel like they're a great team. So on the other side of it, I think that we also have to look at this game and go, you know what? This Rams team, with the way they're playing right now, we should not be concerned about them coming into Seattle, because right now defensively they're just bad. They can bail themselves out a little bit offensively, but who knows what's going on there? Like, we all saw what happened with Stafford today. He did not look good, and most of it came from that finger injury. Who knows where the finger's going to be next week? I mean, we have some experience with finger injuries here in Seattle with quarterbacks. We know how it derailed Russell Wilson. And look, Stafford stayed in the game after he got injured and did make some great throws. So it's not like the finger injury completely took him out of the game the way it took Russell Wilson out several years ago. We all remember that, I think. But there's this there is this sense, I think, that there is a clear negative effect on Stafford's ability to play because of what he went through today. Like, to me, it was very clear that finger was bothering him. There were some throws that made no sense if the finger wasn't bothering him. So we'll see where he is next week. We'll see where some of these other players are next week. Like I said, this Rams team, they it wasn't like a body bag game or anything, but they definitely got beat up. So if they're the opponent next week, then you're working from a pretty big position of advantage, because you're not beat up at all right now. You didn't even play this week. And they just had to go knock down, drag it out in the wild card round in Carolina to a team that is bad. Like, I respect to the Panthers for putting together an 8-win season and making the playoffs, but that's a bad team. It's a bad team. And the fact that Carolina almost won this game, literally came within a play or two of winning this game, it says something about where the Rams are right now. So that's really about all I can say about this one, guys. We got another game starting here soon that is going to be very impactful on the Seahawks. Either the Packers win and we play the Packers, or the Bears win and then we don't know. We're waiting until tomorrow. So very interesting result. Let me know what you guys thought of it. I think I know what most people are going to think about it. Obviously bummed out that Carolina couldn't finish the job, but also kind of respectful of the fact that they made it that competitive, and acknowledging that, hey, this Rams team is very vulnerable right now defensively. All right, see you guys later. Go Hawks.